Hey folks, it's Rod with Power Group. Welcome back on the Pursuit of Wealth, your home for MJ stocks, crypto assets, and interviews. Also home to the best MJ community. Today's Wednesday, October 4th. Hope you're doing awesome. And in this video, we're going to do a real quick video today, and we're going to review Tilray Brands Q1 2024 earnings. We'll do some analysis, and I'll go over my thoughts and opinions. It's early here on the West Coast. It was up around 5 a.m. So we'll try to get this out here as quickly as possible before the conference call starts in about 10 minutes from when I started this video. So make sure to smash the like, help support me in the channel before we get started. I would appreciate it. It doesn't cost you anything. If you're new, you can subscribe, tick the bell, all that good stuff. You'll be notified on any future videos or when I go live. Also, make sure to give Power Group a follow on X, which is previously Twitter. The handle for that is @GroupPow. I'm going to be using that as my platform of choice going forward. And I did get verified, got the blue check mark. And yeah, the handle again is @GroupPow, so would appreciate it. So here are the details. Tilray Brands reports Q1 2024 financial results. And if you're wondering why they say Q1 2024 and we're not there yet, it's just different calendar fiscal year ends and whatnot, right? It's not the actual calendar quarter. So record Q1 net revenue of $177 million, representing 15% growth year over year. And these are all expressed in US dollars except otherwise stated. And then if we scroll down here to the details of the financials, you'll see here that net loss per share was negative 0.10. So if we go down to, this is the NASDAQ ticker, analyst estimates were estimating 174.29 million, so they came in at 177 million, so that was a beat, but it did come in lower than last quarter's revenue. And then EPS was forecasted at negative 0.08, and it came in at negative 0.1. So a slight miss there, but not too much. Not that bad. And then we had a decent beat in terms of revenue, so it should offset each other. And then we did improve our EPS compared to the prior quarter as well. So a little bit of a drop off in revenue, but we increased the loss per share and earnings per share. And then this is probably going to make the stock go slightly up, right? Because it's kind of improving the EPS, and then we had a beat in terms of revenue, and the beat was pretty decent there in terms of revenue compared to the miss on EPS. And then sure enough, we're up about 3%. So I would have expected, maybe 5% after those results to be up, and that's just in pre-market. So we'll see how we open. And we know that the S&P 500 has been weak as well. It's a daily bear flag that's confirming. And then same thing with Tilray. Tilray was a daily bear flag targeting $1.95. But so far, this is decent results. Maybe I'll do a little deeper dive video later on. But essentially, we'll go through this real quickly here. Increased number one MJ market share position in Canada at 13.4%. Grew Canadian MJ revenue by 16.5% and international MJ revenue by 37%. With the closing of acquisition of 8 craft beer and beverage brands from Anheuser-Busch, creating the 5th largest U.S. craft beer brewer with 5% market share in growing craft market. So conference call at 8:30 Eastern time, which will be in about 7 minutes. So I'm going to jump off of here real quickly. Most people have probably already gone through this, but Mr. Simon continues. Since the beginning of our fiscal year 2024, we have closed on 3 transactions: Hexo Corp in June, Trust Beverage Co. in August, and the acquisition of 8 beer and beverage brands from Anheuser-Busch earlier this week. The Hexo and Trust acquisitions have already boosted our competitive MJ positioning in Canada, the largest federally legalized MJ market in the world, by increasing our leading market share, while the beer and beverage brands acquisition has made us 5th largest craft brewer in the U.S., up from 9th position. We are now working on the seamless integration of these acquisitions in our efficient operating platforms by leveraging our deep CPG expertise and established track record to drive revenue through product innovation and expanded distribution and maximize cost savings through synergy realization. So keep in mind that Hexo was on here. So gross margin decreased to 28% in the quarter from 51% in the prior year quarter, and MJ adjusted gross margin decreased to 35% in the quarter from 51% in the prior year quarter, reflecting the prior year's inclusion of Hexo advisory fee revenue and the completion in our first quarter of the wholesale transaction designed to optimize inventory levels and generate $3.1 million of cash. So let's go through here. We are on target to achieve our integration plan goals, and we are confident Hexo will provide the successful acquisition. Will be a successful acquisition. They continue to mention that a lot, and we'll see how much they mention it in the conference call. So this is decent. We're starting to get an idea of what this global powerhouse is going to be. But like I said, maybe we'll do a deeper dive into this at some point here later on today. Cash and cash equivalents. See, yeah, they're sitting on 177 million, 177.5 million, because they did a lot of acquisitions recently, right? So we have to be prepared for another round of financing at some point. It's totally not out of the question, right? Could be another year or so before we reach, even EPS positive. So we'll see. Maybe 2 or 3 quarters from now, but we definitely got some work to do. But I'm going to start wrapping it up because we only got about 5 minutes left. But like I said, this daily bear flag targeting 195. We'll see if we get there. If the broader market, the S&P 500 is weak, we could be heading to daily oversold on that and on Tilray as well. And that would mean a little bit more downside from here. But make sure to get registered for Tilray's first quarter 2024 earnings call. Like I said, that's at 8:30 a.m. Eastern time, so that'll be starting here in a few minutes. I'm going to record this as well, so I will post it, but there will be a replay of a webcast as well, but I'll upload it to YouTube more than likely. But let me know what you think of these earnings in the comment section below. We'll continue the conversation there, but yeah, pretty much what I was expecting. A slight drop off in revenue. I didn't expect this to exceed what we actually came in at 184 last quarter, 177, and then a slight beat in terms of a slight improvement in terms of EPS, but a miss nonetheless with regards to analyst estimates. And like I said, stock was up slightly there, pre-market, just over 3%. But yeah, I wouldn't want to be the person creating these. This is a very, very extended and detailed report, right? Some companies, it's just like a couple paragraphs, and this thing's just massive. And this is just the press release, right? You can actually go to, the actual form that they filed with the SEC, and the MD&A. We'll jump into that all at some point. Like I said, I'm going to try to make on this conference call and the webcast. So I'm going to jump on that now. And again, let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. But unfortunately, the chart is saying we could see a little bit more weakness before we start to rebound. But like I said, most of that's just due to the market conditions. The broader market's weak. The rest of the MJ sector has been pulling back after monster moves. We've seen 100%. 200, some names up almost 500% off the lows. Take a look at Canopy, right? So it's just much needed consolidation. When we go up 100, 200% plus in a very short period of time, in a matter of months, we need to expect a pretty sizable pullback. 10, 20, 30% shouldn't be alarming in the least, right? So going to end it there, it's Rod with Power Group. Thanks again for joining us on the Pursuit of Wealth. Again, let me know your thoughts and opinions, and then I'll be doing an update video on the conference call as well. So maybe when I give my thoughts and opinions on the conference call, I'll do a little bit more of a deep dive into their earnings, and maybe we can do a live stream as well. And I got a busy day today, but we'll try to make it happen. All right, have a great day. It's Rod with Power Group. Thanks again for joining us in the Pursuit of Wealth, and we'll see you on the next video.